Nope, not this kind of herd. This kind of herd. How many people do you know that have had diseases like measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, tetanus, polio, or smallpox? If you live in the developed world, probably not very many. This is great because not only are these diseases unpleasant, but they are potentially deadly. The reason you rarely see them, or in the case of smallpox, not at all, is because of a phenomenon called herd immunity and the invention of vaccines. Herd immunity is known as a community immunity and is a form of immunity that occurs when a vaccination of a significant portion of population, or herd, provides protection for individuals who have not developed immunity.
Blue individuals are healthy but not immune. Yellow individuals are both healthy and immune. Red individuals are not immune, sick, and contagious. If most of the population consists of blue individuals and red individuals are introduced, the majority of blue individuals, which is the majority of the population, will be infected, turn red, and subsequently die. If most of the population consists of blue individuals, again, healthy but not protected, with a few yellow individuals sprinkled in and red individuals are introduced, the blue individuals will be infected, turn red, and subsequently die. The yellow individuals will remain happy and healthy. If most of the population consists of yellow individuals, healthy and protected, with only a few blue individuals, healthy but not protected, sprinkled in, and red individuals are introduced, the yellow individuals will create a protection for the blue individuals because they cannot be infected and will provide a buffer zone for the disease, and everybody will be protected. This third scenario is the ideal situation in real life. Human immune systems can achieve immunity by having a disease and overcoming it, but often diseases get the best of them. Herd immunity is achieved when blue individuals become yellow individuals without actually getting sick in the first place. This is where vaccines come in. Vaccines allow people to become immune to potentially deadly diseases such as measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, tetanus, polio, smallpox, and the list goes on. There will always be some blue individuals, like babies, the elderly, and immunocompromised individuals that cannot safely receive vaccines. This is why it is crucial for the rest of the population to get vaccines to protect them when diseases come around.
Vaccines are substances used to stimulate the production of antibodies and provide immunity against one or several diseases. Prepared from the causative agent of a disease, its products or a synthetic substitute treated to act as an antigen without inducing the disease. These are usually administered in the form of shots. Very recently, there has been a resurgence of outbreaks of measles, especially in the US and Europe, both of which are fully developed parts of the world with access to vaccines. Measles is a totally preventable virus with the help of vaccines, so why are we seeing more and more people get it? This is due largely to the anti-vaccination movement. The people behind this movement refuse to vaccinate both themselves and their families, citing reasons such as questionable ingredients and links to autism. But vaccines are nothing to be afraid of. Outrage has ensued over the fact that vaccines contain things like formaldehyde. When people think of formaldehyde, they usually think of corpse preservation, which is what it was traditionally used for. The truth is that formaldehyde, especially, is nothing to fear. Formaldehyde has a long history of safe use in the manufacture of certain viral and bacterial vaccines. It is used to inactivate viruses so they don't cause disease, and to detoxify bacterial toxins, such as the toxin used to make diphtheria vaccine. You would want to be worried if formaldehyde wasn't in vaccines.
Myth number 3, autism is caused by vaccines or by bad parenting. The truth is we don't know what causes autism, but we do know that vaccines are not causing it.
Dr. Wakefield is the man behind the original study linking the MMR, or measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, to autism. The study has since been retracted and his medical license been revoked. There are multiple reasons showing just how terrible his research was. Number 1, it was bad science. It consisted of case reports, the weakest kinds of medical studies. Number 2, the author blatantly misrepresented and manipulated data. He stated that some children had autism that actually didn't, and he stated that some children developed developmental issues which when they just had pre-existing conditions that he had just ignored. Number 3, the paper is based on blood samples Wakefield drew at his kid's birthday party. There is no way this is anywhere near the kind of controlled environment needed for a scientific study. Number 4, Wakefield filed a patent for an MMR vaccine alternative, so he had direct financial conflicts of interest. And number 5, Wakefield refused to replicate the paper's findings.
So get vaccinated to achieve herd immunity.